Mike Comtech coming to you here with another video. Well, we've got him all stripped down with the two blue side panels taken off, removed. That's really easy to do. All you have to do, there's two sets of wires here. There's wire channels on one side. This is the big wide connector, that right here, that goes here. So if you just gently have to unplug that, and that baby, that is really in there. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a 6-pin connector right here, and that's right here. So then you just, after you get that unplugged and untuck those, easiest thing to do is to pull these up with needle nose, pull them up and out of the way. Like I said, this blue plastic is really tough and still nice and flexible. Pull them up out of your way and just pull the wires right out. And then when you get up here, that connector that's wide enough and big enough area there, that connector will come out that. And then on the other side, this is the head motor wire that comes down to here, the purple connector right down here. And you can undo that and bring that up, and that hole's big enough to allow that to go through there too. So then just take all the different screws. There's one here, there, here, and yeah, one up here, one at the very top. And I put a couple back in just to hold this together. One here, and one here, and that one right there. Right here, and then yeah, these, of course, these 4 right in the back, and the other side's only got 2. These 2 screws right here at the top were there's short screws. So there's 2 different sets. You got a longer screw and a shorter screw. So just to make note for my reference too, that one's a short one and that one's a short one, and then all the screws on the back side, there's only 2 that hold this other side on, that one and this one. Those were short ones as well, because you got to realize that all the other screws on the other side are screwing to the right side. So like this is the way it sits. So that holds both together very securely. So, and then I got the wings taken down, and we can put the wings back on here. But this is going to be the bird that I use to show, a demonstration bird to show exactly what makes Squawkers work. It's just, there's a lot going on inside this little guy, that's for sure. A lot of complexity. And that's the right side, and then here's the other side over here where the head motor plugs in right here. And then this is the main board. That's probably the amplifier chip right here. And then there's a bubble chip on the main board, and I believe there's another bubble chip, and then we got a bubble chip up here in the head too on it. And then
I love you.
When you do the back, when you take your hand over the back, even with the fur on it, with the feathers,
Pretty bird.
when you come down through here, there's a sensor here, and then this is what this offset in the battery box is. There's a metal plate in here, and then when you put the battery cover back on, and that makes connection to this connector over here, this metal here. So if I touch that with my finger, he'll do the same thing. He'll make a little cooing sound, and then here's the wire, the yellow wire on the motherboard that it terminates right here. If I touch that, it'll do the same thing. And then there's another vertical board in here on there too as well. I think that one has a chip on board here too. Let's see, we get in here. Get the flashlight in here without blocking my camera. There's a chip, big flat pack chip back there too. And like I say, that's probably the audio amplifier. But man, there's a lot going on in this, for sure.
What you doing?
Oh, got my Velcro hung up there, my light sensor. So anyway, that's what he looks like, totally all taken down. He's fully functional, still works the same as it always did. Still probably 100% functional, like I said, and it's pretty amazing to watch the camshafts, the cams move up and down. And then of course the lower motor is the drive motor is way down here at the bottom. It's right there. So that motor that drives it is right there. And then that motor constantly goes in forward and reverse too, because if you saw the other video that I was running the bird continuously just to test the motor, then the animation was cyclic, so it just kept going over and over and over. But if you would, if he would pivot to the right, and then you would, if you want to pivot him back, you would reverse the motor's polarity to pivot him back. Let me shut him off here. You would pivot that motor back, so if he rotates this direction, then he's going to have to pivot back the other way. And that would be a reverse on the polarity on this main motor down here. So that controller has got quite a bit going on. Plus, not only that, you can store temporary sounds on it or phrases. You can also store response phrases back. So I mean, it's quite sophisticated. And then there's a tongue switch. If you push the tongue down, then he'll go into if he says he's hungry, that'll give him the cue to make the little chomping sounds on the cracker or whatever you put in his mouth there. So just to give an overview, this is the side of the head that was removed. The other side I don't remove because it holds a lot of this in place, so I don't want to take it off. But you can see plenty here. But the belt drive is on the other side, and then of course the probably, I don't think I can see it. Oh yeah, you can too. There's the main pulley, and then there's the if I can get my light, see if I can get that light in here. There's the motor pulley all the way down right there. You can see the belt, and then it runs up to the to that main drive pulley right there. And it's amazing. I mean, the belts are still in very good condition. Very pliable, not showing any signs of stretching or anything. There's a lot of these birds out there still working. I mean, I don't even know how many Hasbro made, but man, they made a ton of them. And lots of them are still out there working, which is amazing for something that's 17 years old. And then some of this stuff sat around a long time, and that's a problem too, because then they can get all kinds of issues. But sometimes they would, or sometimes they wouldn't. Just depends on where they were stored and the climate conditions they were in when they were being stored. So here's the microphone, and here's the infrared sensor. You got a light sensor up at the top. You've got a push button here on this little circuit board right here, and that's a big flat button there that you would stop him from doing some routines. Then you've got your wing movement here, your wing pivot points, and then the mechanism here is all cammed. He can run up and down, lean forward, back. That's such a thing. So there's quite a bit of mechanics in that lower body, and there's a lot of mechanics up here too as well. So anyway, just wanted to document that on what he looks like, completely all taken apart. And I will come at you guys later. Thank you for your subscriptions, and thank you for watching my videos. We'll talk at y'all later.